What a weekend for Tyler Guyton and his family, the first-round draft pick of the Dallas Cowboys, and what a draft weekend it has been for the entire Cowboys family. Welcome to the Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford. I'm Bill Jones, and over the course of the next hour, we'll give you a behind-the-scenes look at how this draft class came together. But let's get started. Back on Thursday night in the first round when the Cowboys made a trade. The Cowboys picked up an extra third-round pick, moving down 5 spots in the first round to take big 6'8", 322-pound Oklahoma right tackle Tyler Guyton, who projects to play left tackle with the Cowboys, filling the massive shoes of former 8-time Pro Bowler Tyron Smith, who signed with the New York Jets. In 2022, Guyton played in 10 games, starting 5 for the Sooners. He then made 9 starts at right tackle in 2023 before declaring for the draft. So he has a total of just over 1,000 career offensive snaps, which is roughly the equivalent of one NFL season. The Cowboys are confident Guyton will have no problem converting to left tackle. As a right tackle at OU, he was the blindside protector for left-handed Sooners quarterback Dillon Gabriel. In the second round, they turned their attention to the defensive line, selecting 6'3", 267-pound defensive end Marshawn Kneeland of Western Michigan with the 56th overall pick. The Cowboys lost Dorrance Armstrong to Washington in free agency. Kneeland fills that need and plays with the same kind of relentlessness as 11-year veteran DeMarcus Lawrence. Kneeland possesses some of the explosive measurables teams look for in defensive pressure players, including a 35.5-inch vertical and a 7-flat cone drill at the combine. The first of 2 third-round picks, Big 12 Offensive Lineman of the Year, consensus All-American, and 2-time team captain Kansas State offensive guard Cooper Beebe, 6'3", 322 pounds, a 4-year starter who may contend to be the Cowboys' starting center as a rookie, and who knows, Beebe could wind up being the eventual heir apparent to future Hall of Famer Zach Martin at right guard. And the second third-round selection, more help for new defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer's defense. 6'2", 234-pound Notre Dame linebacker Marist Liufau, a native of Hawaii who, as a 2-year starter for the Fighting Irish, was described as the most energetic guy on the field. He's Los Angeles Rams Rookie of the Year Puka Nacua's cousin. Having lost Leighton Vander Esch to retirement, and with a new defensive scheme, the Cowboys need linebackers, and Mike Zimmer is excited about this addition. That's a sneak peek at the first 4 members of the 2024 draft class, and when we come back, up close with the Cowboys scouting family.
The 2024 Dallas Cowboys Miller Lite Draft Special is presented by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Your North Texas Ford dealers, Ford is the best in Texas. And by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys.
The 2024 Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford continues here inside the Globe Life Studios at the Star in Frisco as we take a look at the Cowboys scouting department, where it's been a family affair of sorts. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for no less than 5 members of the Cowboys scouting staff.
Yeah, so I actually wanted to be a coach like for forever. So, you know, like in kindergarten or whatever, when you're like, when they ask you like, what do you want to be when you grow up type deal. And so like I drew a picture of me, like, I'm pretty sure with like a really bad headset on, and like I wanted to be a football coach.
So I wanted to be a coach, just like my dad and my brothers. Played ball my whole life, had always been around it.
When I was a little kid, I spent a lot of time at my dad's office. And I always remember and have really great memories of being there. My sister and I just running around the facility.
Some of my earliest memories in my childhood was my dad playing, and he would bring me kind of American football kits, as we call it.
Growing up with my dad being a coach, and then going on falling in love playing the sport, going to play on the sport in college. At the end of the day, I just kind of grew a belief throughout the experience I learned from Coach Smart at the University of Georgia that talent wins games, And, you know, that's how you do it up here, by building a team, and that's why I wanted to get into scouting.
He's always told my brothers and I, chase what you love, and, you know, as long as you put your head down and do the best you can, like, that's all you really can do. And whether that was coaching, whether it was real estate, whether it was going back to school to get an MBA, he would have supported us, and has always supported us in everything we've done.
Hey Klein, your dad here. Just saying hello. I know you guys got a lot going on. Y'all been working your tail off, building up for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Big weekend for y'all. But man, y'all done a hell of a job building that football team. Had some great drafts. Y'all have another good one this weekend, and go Cowboys in 2024. Have a great day.
The best memories are just being in the building and being around and just being with him and watching him coach, you know, and just, you know, having your dad as a role model and just wanting to become something, a version of that.
Hey JT, I'm proud of you. You're with a great organization. Keep working hard. You're surrounded by some of the best people in the business. So keep learning from them, and hopefully one day you'll bring home something that I never got. A Super Bowl championship ring with the Dallas Cowboys.
I grew up in football. He taught me a lot. My foundation comes from him. Whenever people bring up my dad's name, you can see that he treated people the right way, just by like how people react to that, right? So that's definitely one of the things that he preached to me and my mom as well.
Hey Brett, wanted to let you know, man, I am so proud of you. It's been 10 years now. You've been with the Cowboys. I'm so proud of your accomplishments, your dedication, and your hard work. That's the only way you know how to do it. Congratulations, and good luck in the draft.
When my dad won the World Bowl in NFL Europe with the Hamburg Sea Devils, they beat Frankfurt Galaxy. They were big underdogs. I used to be a part of the equipment staff, so when like the whole trophy ceremony was going on, I was on my dad's shoulders, and there's a picture of me on my dad's shoulders, and we're celebrating the World Bowl, and that memory will stick with me forever.
Hey Kane, just wanted to say me and Mum are so proud of you, what you've achieved and what you're going on to achieve, and we love you, mate.
He's a man of not many words, but I know he's proud of me, and he's definitely told me that. So,
man, Alex, I've been proud of you your whole life. Proud of the man you've become, proud of the father that you've become, and certainly proud of the football executive that you've become with the Cowboys. So good luck in the draft this weekend. I hope that you and the Cowboys get every player that you want, unless it's a player that we want. And man, I just look forward to our game in the fall.
That Loomis family reunion game will take place when the Saints play the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium this fall. Up next on the Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford, we go on a scouting mission across Texas.
This segment was brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Raise your Dr. Pepper glass to America's team. It's a Pepper thing.
The lead up to this draft weekend continues now with a road trip from College Station to Austin with Cowboys national scout and proud Texas Aggie Ross Winchie.
Morning of, wake up, hang out with the wife and the dogs, have some coffee with her, just kind of get a little recap in before getting out on the road.
And your best behavior.
Get to leave in a good mental space.
Josh is pretty busy, and I am too, so it's pretty cool to work with me on my schedule, and I get to pop in here, get some stuff done when I can.
How many NFL scouts do you get coming here?
Just one.
Handful of players, though.
What about A&M? What do you look for?
I'm excited to watch. They got a couple decent players. I'm an Aggie, so I follow them pretty heavily. But a lot of their talent, young guys, looks good. So
I would leave this on for the majority of the day.
Yeah.
Just to let it all kind of
Seep out.
Yeah.
So now just got on the highway. We're heading south to College Station. There's a new coaching staff there that I'm looking forward to building relationships with, and really excited. They got a few players on defense that I'm excited to watch work. A&M's pro day compared to other schools is different for me. Obviously, I went to school there, so it's kind of like a little homecoming. See all the new facilities, all the additions. The move to the SEC and the success they had there. The facilities have just exploded since then. So it's just grown so much.
Get up there. Get up.
They had a couple defensive players, Edrin Cooper, McKinley Jackson. Wanted to really see those guys, get a feel for them. They had a receiver, Anais Smith, who's done a lot of great things there. He had a really good workout. He was very impressive. Competing, had an injury that popped up at the combine, still worked through that. So it was just cool to see him and how effective he was at the pro day workout. So most schools, you know, geographically they try and bounce off each other, which just makes it easy on scouts. So it's cool. So yeah, A&M was on that Tuesday. Texas went that Wednesday. I mean, Texas, it was pretty wild. A lot of people there for that workout. Obviously, Texas has a handful of great players. So I think it was much more of a production than the A&M one was. But they did such a good job. It was efficient, flowed well. We were able to get in, get out, get to see what we needed to get done. It was a great experience there too.
Good ball.
Big Murphy's an athlete, man. God bless. Especially at 306 pounds. His shoulders are so wide. The junior D-end at A&M that came back, Turner. Him and Byron are best friends. They both went to Soto.
This is Big Murphy.
I know.
This the dog.
No.
Christian Jones just gets better every year.
He'll play. That shuttle looked pretty good too.
Yeah, his shuttle looked nice. He was clean on his cut. That's what I was looking for.
Hey Ryan, where'd you go to high school? You went to Little Elm, right?
Oh yeah.
You gonna come to our Dallas Day thing?
Yeah.
Local workout thing? Cool. What's the route tree look like today? Just straight verticals?
Yeah. He knows to put air on that one. He'll run it down. See the technique catch over his right shoulder? Strong hands. Yeah, Sark couldn't say enough good things about this kid. Catches it well, tracks it well. That was a hell of a job tracking it because he left it inside, man. Yeah, we're enjoying this, man. We had a great dinner with them last night.
Last night, X did a really good job. Like, we're talking, Shotty's talking, and he's immediately relating it to what y'all do, the verbiage and stuff.
Yeah, he was really impressive. A little shake. Great catch.
UT's pro day today, A&M's yesterday. Got to see a lot of, hopefully, future Dallas Cowboys. And I got to catch up with a bunch of coaching buddies and get to meet some new ones. And yeah, about to head back to Dallas. So, thanks.
Ross went back to Dallas, but we're headed back to Austin in just a moment. A visit with former Cowboys fourth-round draft pick Tashard Choice, who's now producing high draft picks, when the Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys draft special presented by Ford continues.
This segment was brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Raise your Dr. Pepper glass to America's team. It's a pepper thing.
Welcome back to the Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford. You know, it's pretty incredible that it's been 16 years now since Tashard Choice was a fourth-round draft pick of the Cowboys back in 2008. Now at age 39, Tashard is the running backs coach at the University of Texas, and he's producing draft picks each and every year, it seems like. In fact, he had 2 first-rounders last year in Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs. This year, he had a second-rounder, Jonathan Brooks.
This is Jerry Jones with the Cowboys, and we're getting ready to draft you with the Cowboys.
Draft day was awesome. I was in Riverdale, Georgia, and the whole neighborhood, my whole family was there. When my name got called, I just remember everybody in my family was going crazy, and I was trying to listen to Mr. Jones and, you know what I mean, to have a chance to speak to him.
Listen to him.
When I went to the Cowboys, it was my dream team. I've been a Cowboy fan since I've been a little kid.
I can't believe I'm a Cowboy. All the glory go to God, baby. It's going down today. Yeah.
John Kittner, who played with the Cowboys with me, he was coaching at Waxahachie High School, and the first thing he asked me was to come out and help his team on 707 because he couldn't coach the team during the summer. You know, focus on one thing. I remember Coach Pete always telling me that. So I tell this kid, I say, man, focus on one thing to help you get better. Because Kittner was like, man, this kid got a chance to be pretty good. So I come back the next week, the kid comes up to me and said, Coach, I'm going to make sure I watch the ball all the way in. That kid ended up being Jalen Reagor, first-round draft pick to the Philadelphia Eagles.
He'll play.
He's a backup.
Yeah.
You can do 67.
Yep.
Coach Choice is one of my favorite coaches ever, you know what I'm saying? He's like one of those coaches where you can just go to and to have a coach like that to be like a second father figure it's a blessing in disguise.
I grew up and I had a lot of running back coaches always taught me, like, you don't tell a player everything you know. You try to teach them what they need to know because everybody's different.
He's played the position, so he knows everything we're going through mentally, and there's a lot of coaches out there who just look at plays and try to tell you what you should do. So he knows what we see, and honestly, he's helped me build my mental as far as diagnosing plays and just everything of how to finish practice habits, and they're correlated to the game.
Jonathan Brooks, heck of a running back, a kid that stretched me the most as a coach, meaning made me mature to understand him and to see what a kid's been through. You know, that kid is very special to me. It's a lot of times where, you know, you miss guys. I love JB as a person. I mean, that kid has a lot of upside as a player, but for me, it's just to see who he is as a person. He's a well-respected kid. He's good outside the classroom. He's good when he's not around the football facility. And so kids like that, I have number of respect for. So, you know, I can't wait to see what he does, man. I think the world of him, man. That's my guy.
You know, my father passed away 2 years ago, and he didn't step up to be my father, you know what I mean? But he was that person that I could relate to. He was the person that been through what I've been through. He lost his father at the same age as me, so honestly, it was just like easy to relate to. He's been through everything. He's played college, played in the NFL, he played for the Cowboys. So honestly, like, he came to my dad's funeral. He was somebody I could talk to. He's somebody I feel comfortable with talking about stuff that I would talk to with my dad. And honestly, just like, he's very religious, and he would give us scriptures every morning. So really, he helped me build my faith too. The sense of love and careness that he has for me, and the same thing I do for him, I really think that goes a long way.
When you coach a kid that come from different backgrounds and they work hard for you and then they produce and you see them blossom to be grown men and husbands and, you know what I mean, fathers themselves, it's something that is truly, you know what I mean, remarkable for me. You know what I'm saying? So to watch them dudes, man, it's just been a blessing, and we can't stop. That's why you got to recruit character. I try to get good kids, get to know their families, get to know who they are, and the rest, you know what I mean, they just got to put the work in to see if it work out for them. as a player, you're anxious because you want to get your name called and you think you want to get drafted somewhere beforehand. Then when you get drafted, for me now to see guys, to see you be a part of their lives, to see where they come from, the struggles they've been through, and the opportunity to get a chance to play in the NFL, it's the best thing ever. To see somebody else reach their joy or what they're trying to do their whole life is something huge, and to be a part of that, it's truly something that I love to do, just to help serve the kids, man. It's nothing but a joy, man, and excitement.
Say anything that's our coach's choice right now, what would that be?
I appreciate you for preparing me for this moment. You didn't lie about anything. It's exactly how you said it would go. And honestly, I appreciate you for always supporting me and all the love that you pour into me, and for consistently keeping in contact with me, and knowing that I look up to you, because I mean, you've done a lot more for me than you know.
With the 46th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Jonathan Brooks, running back, Texas.
Tashard Choice has found his calling as an assistant coach in college football. Jonathan Brooks, a second-round pick of the Carolina Panthers. Up next here on the Draft Special, we take you behind the scenes as the Cowboys build the 2024 Draft Board.
This segment is brought to you by your North Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas.
The 2024 Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford continues now. I'm Bill Jones here inside the Globe Life studio at the Star in Frisco. The weeks leading up to the draft have been a very busy time, from Dallas Day to 30 visits to building the draft board.
I mean, Dallas Day gives us a hands-on to all these kids from the local area, whether it's college here or the Metroplex High School.
Good job, Warren.
I just like to get to know them and just kind of try to keep them loose and just, just have some banter back and forth with them. I think it's fun just to see how a kid responds and just let them know they have fun and just go out there and compete and be yourself.
Just keep pushing through, man. I know you don't feel 100, huh? It's good though. This is a great experience, man.
Being in Dallas and DFW, which is, a high school football mecca, is an absolute bonus for us. You get the opportunity to get to know an extra 20, 30, 40 players within the process that you may have never been exposed to before, and we've found some gems on Dallas Day.
Do not drop the money, fellas. Do not drop the money.
I think it helps in the recruiting side of things after the draft. They've been in our building, they've been around our staff, they're comfortable in what life will be like as a Dallas Cowboy. It's definitely helpful.
Get through it, Frank. Right through that catch it. There we go, good job.
What a North Texas guys, they compete. Didn't Brian Waters compete?
That's right. It's cool just to see those kids that have grown up playing high school football here, and they get to return and be a part of our Dallas Day. And we've signed a bunch of good free agents out of that group over the years that have gone on and made our team. So it's a great asset for us to be able to have that.
Thanks for coming, man. It's good to have you.
Let you know, camera. I will be quiet.
I think getting around the kids in 30 visits, it either confirms or questions what you've already been told about them.
Understand? We'll come back to it. We'll revisit it. Okay, but I want you to breathe. Okay? We'll just let it rip. Good?
Yes, sir.
We add up our 30 visit list. There's a lot of things that can go into that. Sometimes it's just getting the really good players that we feel like at this point may be guys that are going to fall into the range where we have draft picks.
You try to prioritize your draftable players, guys that are going to be on our draft board, guys that we're going to be presenting to the Jones family as players that would be a good fit for the Dallas Cowboys. The biggest thing to me is getting them in front of our coaches for the first time, really getting them with one-on-one, board work, meeting, time, talking with the players. How much football do they know? Because we've been told what they know. We think right, but we don't have access to a grease board and a one-on-one private meeting. So to get them here out of their comfort zone and into our comfort zone, seeing how they interact with our staff, seeing how they interact with the other players, it all just provides extra context.
He loved everything about me. I love everything about him. I feel like great coach, great energy, very positive guy. I feel like he's a coach I want to play for. So.
At the end of the day, we really want to feel good from top to bottom in an organization about those players.
You too.
Black's finest?
Yes, sir.
Ray, what's up, man?
That's my pleasure. Good to see you again. John Stevens.
You really want to delve into those guys and get to know them a little bit, whether it be just a personal story.
Either that or go to the Marines. So then my junior year played, and I didn't hear anything back for like a month. So I was like, wow, this might be over with. But then I was blessed and got some offers.
Where were they raised?
Hillsborough, North Carolina. I grew up on a farm,
How big was the farm?
2,500 acres. So it's
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Like out there near me, it's nothing but land.
And are they the right fit for the Dallas Cowboys? Are they going to help elevate their position group?
Wrap and then the 6. Like it's so much easier to pass that off of my corner who's already there rather than my free safety who's actually dropping out there. You know what I'm saying?
And you get a much better feel for who they are as a person, not necessarily as a prospect, but who they are as a person.
There's some traffic-specific similarities to his style. You square and firm in the middle. You do some things in space.
It's kind of disservice to this kid putting him out there to tackle because he was so much better inside. So when we're building the board, like for our position meetings here, our area scout will kind of set the tone, kind of go over his grade on the player, just kind of say, hey, how does the guy help us win? Areas of concern. Hey, how does the guy project for us? Does the guy learn well? How is he as a football character? What's his personal character? Just so we can feel good about what we're bringing into the building.
I think this kid's versatile. He'll bump outside. He's playing left guard, then he'll bump outside to both tackles wherever they need him during the game. And he doesn't skip a beat when he goes out there.
To be able to have a hand in the players that are out there on Sundays and putting in the work, there's nothing better than that.
I saw a day one starting center. I think he wins for you. He's a high floor, low ceiling player who will upgrade our locker room off the field, and I think he's going to be a long-time starting center for us.
Our job is to present the players, tell the Joneses what they can do, what they need to work on, and how they would help the Dallas Cowboys. I think we do a really good job of providing that information, and they do a great job of taking that information and shaping our draft board accordingly.
This is where all the voices get one last chance to be heard in the room. And when I say all the voices, we're talking about everybody that's had an opportunity to come in contact with these players.
Wrestling background, you see it. You see it. You see his resync, leverage, and get going again. I think he is the best center.
These meetings are super important in just getting the stacks correct and making sure we feel good about the value of the player and how he fits in our expectations and our grading system and where they slide on the draft board.
Consistency in both these guys is super impressive. Yeah. You get what you want. Exactly right. You love that. You want these guys.
As a scout, it's our Super Bowl. It's our opportunity to inform everybody who we truly believe the player is, how they can help us win, what our concerns are. Are those concerns correctable? Are they terminal? Really, the ultimate goal is to win a Super Bowl, and we're trying to answer the question, does this player either address a need or fit a role that's going to help us do that? This guy, between the mental makeup, the steadiness, the reliability, I think you got a good starter. I'm not betting against this kid.
Clearly, offensive line was a big player in this draft, and one of the biggest players in this draft becomes a Dallas Cowboy when we return in just a moment on the Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford.
This segment was brought to you by your North Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. This segment is brought to you by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys.
Growing up, my mom, my dad, my brothers, and my grandma, tight-knit family, we're all sports, football and basketball. Our whole family is Dallas Cowboys, if I'm being honest. We were a huge Cowboys fan growing up. My dad would lose right now if he knew I was there. But
why should we draft Tyler?
You're going to get everything out of me. You're going to get the best player, the best tackle in the draft, in my opinion. I'm a hard worker. I'm doing everything I can for the organization. I'm a good teammate, and I love the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, let me ask you this. You're talented. Physically, you are gifted. Gifted. You got length. You got everything. Okay. How many years have you started at Oklahoma?
1.
Why?
I had grown up to do. I had to mature. I can say to myself I was not ready to play, and that's how it is. Everybody has a time, and I felt like that was not my time. I had to learn from other guys. I had to learn from my coach. I had to trust the process and trust and believe in myself.
How was your preparation different? Like, say, for example, last year, let me go back 2 years, that, hey, I'm going to start this year. I'm the best tackle.
Taking it more serious, learning how to watch film properly. Watching film every day outside the facility is also inside the facility. Making it my main priority, watching it every day, doing everything I possibly can, spending my time watching film.
That was 2 months ago at the Scouting Combine in Indianapolis, Tyler Guyton's formal interview with the Cowboys. Little did he know then that he would get a phone call, a very special one from the Cowboys this past Thursday night.
Call it in and call the law. Let's do it.
Hello?
Tyler.
What's up? Yo.
Will McClay with the Cowboys. I got somebody who wants to talk to you.
Oh my God.
Hey, Tyler.
Yo, what's up?
Tyler, this is Jerry Jones.
Nice to meet you, Jerry. What's up?
Hey, man. Listen, I just wanted to be maybe the first to tell you you are no longer a Sooner. You're a Dallas Cowboy.
Oh my God. Thank you, Coach. Oh my God.
Well, we sure are proud, and my coach is sitting right here. Our coach is sitting right here, but we're glad to have you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, Tom, here you go.
Hey, Tyler, Mike McCarthy. Hey, congratulations, man.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Hey, where are you right now? You home with the?
In Austin, Texas.
Oh, you're back in Austin. Well, I know you and your dad are fired up. You just bring that big smile, that personality here, man. All right.
Oh my God, let's go.
Tyler.
Yo.
Mike Solari. Hey, congratulations,
Coach?
man. Excited to work with you. So I'm going to call you a little bit later, and it's a little bit more quieter. But again, congratulations.
Yes, sir. What's up?
You have a great celebration, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
What a moment in time for a draft pick and his family when he gets that very special phone call. Tyler Guyton joins us in studio when we return in just a moment.
This segment was brought to you by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys.
The Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys draft special presented by Ford continues now, and we've got the big man on campus and the big man in the house. First round draft pick, Tyler Guyton out of the University of Oklahoma. You've been here before. What's it like being a Dallas Cowboy and being the big man on campus here, Tyler?
Surreal, man. It's a dream come true. Something I never thought would happen, and it's here. Couldn't be more excited.
All right, take me back to that moment on Thursday night when the phone rings a little after 10 o'clock, and on the other line is a guy by the name of Jerry Jones.
Yeah, I heard my phone ring. I felt it vibrate. I looked at it, and the top of it just said the Star, and I knew who it was. And I answered the phone, and Jerry got on and said, "Hey, I want to be the first to tell you you're not a Sooner no more." And I was like, "Whoa!" It was like a moment. It felt like a video game. Hearing his voice in real life on my phone was completely special.
Yeah. What kind of emotion comes over you at that point? I mean, you're sitting there, you're with family and friends, and you get that call, and your childhood dream is realized in that moment.
Definitely shocked and surprised, but it was a sense of relief, and because this is all we've ever wanted our whole entire life is to be Cowboys, and it finally came true.
All right, so tell me how big Cowboys fans you have in your family.
Man, diehard. They've been fans before I was even born. Cowboy fans. They got all the jerseys. We've been to as many games as we possibly could. We bleed blue.
Yeah. All right, so you grew up in Maynard, just outside Austin, and you were a basketball player at first and got into football later, your junior or senior year in high school. What's that journey been like for you as a football player now?
It's been a journey of progress and progression. It's just learning and figuring out things and transferring skills from one sport to another to help me perform on the field.
Now, you started your collegiate career at TCU, and then you transferred to Oklahoma. How far have you come here in the last couple of years? Playing for Bill Bedenbaugh, one of the most respected offensive line coaches in the country. In fact, there have been, about a dozen offensive linemen from OU who have been drafted in the last 10 years and a couple of first-rounders like yourself now. What was it like, your development the last couple of years?
It was a completely new page. Going to college is a different beast. It's having to beat another level, I feel like that's what's going to be like going into the NFL, but it's a challenge and I'm here for it. Going to college was special though. I was really on my own. I had to learn what I like and what I don't like and follow a routine with what I wanted to do. And I feel like I figured myself out.
Now you have played left tackle and right tackle, but here lately, because you had a left-handed quarterback at Oklahoma and Dylan Gabriel, you were protecting his blind side as a right tackle. What do you think is the key switching back over to be a left tackle in the NFL now?
Just repetition. When I put my mind to something, I can do it, and I truly believe in that. I've played a lot of left tackle. I actually prefer it more, and I feel like I'm better at it too. So just switching the plays around and techniques, it'll be pretty easy for me.
What have the last 24 hours been like for you?
A whirlwind of emotion and something I could have never imagined.
What is it that you feel like you bring to the Cowboys?
I feel like I'm bringing a dog. I love football. I love the Dallas Cowboys. I truly do bleed blue, and this is everything to me.
Now, who were the favorite Cowboy players for your family? Whether it's you, your dad, whatever, anybody stick out from the past?
My dad was a big Tony Romo fan.
All right.
And for a long time. We've loved all the Cowboys, big Jason Witten fans, and since I started playing tackle, I was a big Tyron Smith guy.
Yeah, there you go. And you're right there where Tyron was a fixture for over a decade here. Did your dad have a Tony Romo jersey?
I think he did.
No more Tony Romo jersey for him. He's wearing number 60. You're wearing number 60 for the Dallas Cowboys. Congratulations, and we look forward to following you throughout your Cowboys career.
Thank you so much.
All right, Tyler Guyton, first-round draft pick of the Cowboys, and we wrap up the rest of the Cowboys draft when we come back in just a moment.
This segment was brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys.
I can tell this place is different. It's special. The people I've met here have been great, and just to play for the Cowboys, that would be such a blessing and such an honor for me, really. I would describe my play style as violent, physical, dominant, and just someone who's very versatile. I'll just bring a positive force. On and off the field, I'll be a leader, someone that guys can go to, someone that'll make a difference and just do anything that's possible.
Back on Thursday in round one, the Cowboys traded down 5 spots in the first round and took Tyler Guyton, the big offensive tackle out of Oklahoma, with the 29th overall pick. In the second round, the Cowboys took a defensive end out of Western Michigan, Marshawn Nealand, with pick number 56 in this draft. Of course, the Cowboys had 2 third-round picks as a result of that first-round trade on Thursday. And with the first of those 2 third-round picks, they took another offensive lineman, the guard out of Kansas State, Cooper Beebe, at number 73 overall. And then 14 picks later, it was the linebacker out of Notre Dame, Marist Liufau. And that brings us to Saturday. And the Cowboys had 4 picks. No picks in the 4th round, but in round number 5, pick number 174 in the draft, the Cowboys go to the secondary. Cornerback out of Wake Forest, Kalen Carson. 6 foot, 199 pounds. He ran a 4.52 40. Cowboys reportedly had a 3rd round grade on Kalen Carson, but they were able to get him in the 5th round at number 174. In the 6th round, back on offense we go, and the Cowboys select a wide receiver from Southeast Missouri State, Ryan Flournoy. 6'1", 202 pounds, 4.44 speed with a 39.5 vertical, an 11-foot broad jump, and 19 bench reps of 225 pounds. And the Cowboys had 2 7th-round draft picks. They go big on both of them. Pick number 233, Nathan Thomas, a tackle out of Louisiana Lafayette, 6'5", 330 pounds, a 2-year starter who played tackle in college but might project to guard in the NFL. And then with the final pick, number 244 overall, a big nose tackle out of Auburn, Justin Rogers, 6'2", 330 pounds. And those are the 8 members of the Dallas Cowboys draft class 2024. And the next thing to look forward to, The 2024 schedule comes out very soon. Then there will be OTAs, the mini camp, and training camp will be here before you know it. Thanks for joining us for the 2024 Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford.
How's it going, Jerry?
Well, I'm talking to a Dallas Cowboy.
Let's go.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Been some great things said about you in this draft room. Congratulations, and I'll tell you one thing. You play and keep the same work ethic you've had to get here, and you'll be a top player in the for the Cowboys in the NFL for a long time to come. I'm really proud to tell you you're a Dallas Cowboy.
The 2024 Dallas Cowboys Miller Lite Draft Special was presented by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Your North Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. And by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys.